Hello there guys, welcome to the channel, Talking with Jay Spring. I'm your host Jay, giving you a video on the channel today. Hello guys, welcome to today's TV series review, and this is Ozark Season 1, the Netflix series. I'm going to go over it, give my thoughts. Don't forget to leave yours down below in that comment section with your ratings as well, of course. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Ozark. This is a Netflix series which is a crime drama thriller series at that, and each episode is around 1 hour long. This is about a financial advisor which drags his family from Chicago to the Missouri Ozarks, where he must launder about $500 million in 5 years to basically get rid of this drug boss which is after him. Let's jump straight into the good points. Now, the good points about this TV series really experiments with a lot of stuff which I've never seen before. And the key thing about this TV series is vulnerability. That's an important word when you're going into this TV series. You really get to feel, and not just only one character, not just one or two, a lot of people in this TV series are very, very vulnerable. And I think this TV series really makes it really unique in that way, because every character is vulnerable in their own little way, and I love that. I think that's such a key point about this TV series. Now, another thing about this TV series is family. Family is a special thing in everybody's life, and this makes you realise that even though this family are suffering with vulnerability as well, it shows this family can fall apart at any time. It also means they can stay together as well at any part as well, because staying together is also important as well. So this really experimented with a lot of stuff which really kept me going throughout the whole TV series. I love the fact they make this scenario with the whole drug lord and the money and everything, the laundering money and stuff like that. I think this is such a great series about making it so believable and so realistic. It's so dramatic and everything, and it's just so great the way they deal with this TV series. I love the fact this TV series has a lot of ways to shock you, and especially going in different routes which you wouldn't actually plan or see or even predict. I really think this is very uncommon in a TV series nowadays. I think this really done that, and the creative department deserve a massive applause from me. The fact that this TV series is constantly raising the stakes, and still, even though it's constantly being raised, it's still believable in a way too. It doesn't get too far-fetched where you go, okay, do you know what? That ain't ever going to happen in nowadays. It's still actually believable, and you still can relate to in a way where if you was in that situation where the characters are so humanised and relatable. This TV series technically is outstanding, whether it's the visuals, when it's the camera work or the cinematography or the lighting, or even the editing and the special effects in this TV series. It all comes together and makes a really great television series. I didn't spot anything bad about this TV series when it comes to the technical side. Characters of Marty and Wendy, I love the fact they're able to cope with all this craziness going around as a couple, which if any couple nowadays would take on what they take on, they'll probably crumble, and that's just showing their relationship so strong, as well as at times where they actually crumble as well. Their relationship is such a key thing in this TV series. I love the fact they don't whine about it as well. They just get on with it and face things, even though it's such a big thing to face. And I love the fact they outsmart their opponents as well. The way they do it, the way they're smart. I love the fact that their relationship is just so key. Jason Bateman playing as Marty Bird, he was absolutely amazing, absolutely awesome. It's unbelievable. He was so made for this role. He made this role for himself as well. If I remember rightly, he'd done some writing and stuff backstage, directed this or produced it. He's done a lot in this TV series, and it definitely shows his passion in this TV series for sure. I love the fact that Jason Bateman is so dramatic as well as charismatic for this role. It really just goes to show the passion that he has for this role as Marty Bird. I really feel like this character as Marty Bird is probably one of my favourite characters of all time in television series. We have Laura Linney as Wendy Bird. Now, I'm going to be honest, when we started off this TV series, I absolutely couldn't stand her. She was really annoying. She was completely going against Marty, because we really cared about the character of Marty and the kids as well. This character really progressed from the beginning to the end, and this character, the majority really, the character arc of this character grew to be something special right at the end, where they're a proper team as a couple, as a family, and she was a big part of that, and she took on a lot throughout this TV series, and you'll understand as you watch. And again, as a couple, they're very equal. It's not like one's outperforming the other. They're always very equal, and that's really good to see in a television series, which you don't really really get to see a lot nowadays, and I really enjoyed them together. And it also took a lot of guts really to take on this role, knowing that you're going to be hated in the beginning and then suddenly change. It does take a lot of guts to take on a role like this. You have the kids in the TV show. Now, these are really great. I really enjoyed them throughout the show as well. They actually continued the drama. They didn't offset the drama. They really had their own little problems as well. And as a young man myself, I can understand obviously being a kid in that situation. I'm sure a lot of people can. And seeing how scary it can be sometimes, even though they can get whiny at times, but they're kids, and that's what makes them humanised and relatable, which is great. There's a load of other awesome characters in this TV series, but for spoiler purposes, I'm not going to name any, but the whole cast in general were outstanding. Now on to the bad points. Now, the bad points about this TV series are very, very thin. Now, this is one probably for most other people, not certainly for me, but I picked it for other people, and it's pacing. Now, pacing in this television series is all over the place. It's building characters, it's building story, and there's a lot of symbolism which it tries to show throughout this TV series as well. So you guys have got to keep an eye out, and sometimes pacing, like some episodes are better than others, and you all have your own like preferences really. So, main bad point for me, there's only one, and it is, I think it's an ending. I'm not going to tell you the scene or nothing, but there's a scene with a baby, and the scene with the baby, the decision making of how they handled this scene was very poorly, and I would have done it a different way. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it, but if you have watched it, you know what I'm on about. So guys, let's have a look at the critics had to rate this TV series. We have IMDb giving it a 8.3 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes giving it a 73%, and Metacritic giving it a 66. My rating for this TV series is a 7.8 out of 10. That makes this series totally awesome. Now guys, I think this TV series is very, very underrated, and it's not spoken about enough in my opinion. It's one of them shows that really turned up on Netflix, and season 1 wasn't really spoken about. I'm not too sure about season 2. I'm hoping it's starting to really gain a fan base now and starting to be spoken about. But me, I haven't really seen much about it when it comes to the fan base. But this show was really deeply, deeply enjoyable, tense, dramatic. Everything that I wanted in this TV series pretty much happened in the first season, which I absolutely loved. I highly recommend this to everybody out there. I'm sure there's something in this TV series which you all will enjoy, and I absolutely can't wait to start season 2. So guys, a 7.8 from me for Ozark Season 1. Don't forget to leave your ratings and thoughts down below in that comment section, of course. And if you enjoyed the video, smash that thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm giving you. And if you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell for much, much more. You're going to want to miss the stuff coming up on the channel, as well as the stuff already on the channel. Earlier on, I uploaded 2 trailer reactions, one for Frozen 2 and the other for Doctor Sleep. So go ahead and check them out, guys, as well as all the other TV series reviews and movie reviews and everything else on the channel. There's so much on the channel, as well as stuff to come. We've got the Journey to Spider-Man Far From Home YouTube series, where we're going to go through all the Spider-Man movies, reviewing them, and then ranking them all from the worst to the best. So that's going to be something to look forward to, as well as the Jessica Jones Season 2 review, which I've got coming up probably tomorrow or the next day. So stay tuned on the channel, guys, and keep notified of when I'm uploading and what I'm uploading. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at jspring94. You will not miss any uploads on there. I'm really active on there, and I really enjoy talking to a lot of people on there about movies and TV series. So guys, without further ado, I've been me, you've been you, and I'll see you next time on Talking with Jay Springer.